You're watching Stay Wavy TV, your home for non-stop WWE action and fresh waves of wrestling coverage. Slam that subscribe button, ring the bell, and ride
it's
the
your
wave.
boy Wavy, Stay Wavy TV. This is a very sad video that I'm gonna make. We gotta talk about John Cena's final match this past Saturday at Saturday Night Main Event, where Gunther officially made John Cena do the one thing that he said to never do, and that's never give up. Well, John Cena damn well gave up in his final match on Saturday when he smiled in the camera and tapped out to Gunther, right? Now, people don't realize this yet, but John Cena retiring, it's not the fact that John Cena retired that the WWE as we know it is officially over. It's the way that John Cena lost this match. Number one, Gunther should not have been John Cena's final opponent. That's why so many fans are upset. They're not upset that John Cena lost his last match. They're upset that John Cena lost his last match to Gunther. Gunther is not a superstar. He's not even a star. Gunther is a manufactured champion. If Vince McMahon was still running the company, Gunther would have never been a two-time World Heavyweight Champion. He wouldn't even have been an Intercontinental Champion. Gunther would have been released. Because Vince McMahon would have saw that Gunther doesn't sell merch. Gunther doesn't get a good reaction from the crowd. And there's nothing special about Gunther. That's one thing that you can't take away from Vince McMahon. You guys can say what you want about Vince McMahon. I know that he at times was very biased towards who he booked in a good favor. But one thing that you can't say is Vince McMahon didn't have a good eye for talent. Vince McMahon knew how to make guys, even if they weren't stars, he knew how to turn you into a star. Triple H doesn't know how to do that. Triple H tries to force the WWE fans to look at certain people as stars, and you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't force the fans to look at somebody as something that they're not. Everybody is not born to be a star in the WWE. That's just not what it is. You have to have a certain thing about yourself to become a star in the WWE. Everybody's not going to be Roman Reigns. Everybody's not going to be John Cena. Everybody's not going to be The Undertaker. Everybody's not going to be Kane. Everybody's not going to be Chris Jericho. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not going to have that shine, bro. There's plenty of wrestlers that we've seen come and go, right? So the fans are upset that John Cena didn't have his final match with somebody that made sense, right? You think of all of the rivalries that John Cena had in his career, guys. Randy Orton, The Rock, right? Kurt Angle. There's so many people that he's had rivalries with in his 20-year WWE career. John Cena doesn't have a rivalry with Gunther. Gunther just moved up to the main roster about 3 years ago from NXT. There's no history between Gunther and John Cena. So these two guys, like him being John Cena's final opponent, it doesn't make any sense. But the reason why Triple H did this is because Triple H, he thinks that Gunther is the next big star in the company. But last time I checked, guys, didn't Gunther tap out to Jey Uso last year at WrestleMania? Is that the guy that Triple H and The Miz are saying is the next big star in the company? You tapped out to the Yeet Man. Bro, you tapped out to a guy that spends 25 minutes yeeting before every match. And then when he does have a match, he botches because he's out of breath. All his stamina's gone. You see what I mean, bro? Like, nothing makes sense about what Triple H does. So, guys, I want you to think about this, right? When you think of superstars, like, let's think about current wrestlers, right? Wrestlers that's still wrestling, right? Who would you guys consider a superstar? The only person that I would consider a superstar in the company right now is Roman Reigns, right? Now, when you think of the stars, you got Seth Rollins. He's like 39, almost in his 40s. You got CM Punk. CM Punk is in his 50s, right? Who else? Who else is in the company right now that you would say is a star? That's it. I would just say CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. Right? Now, what wrestler is in his 20s or early 30s that you guys would consider a person that has the potential of becoming a star? Obviously, they're positioning Braun Breaker to kind of have a Batista-like career, right? And listen, let me say this. I like Braun Breaker. But so far, Braun Breaker has not shown that he has all of the tools to be a superstar. His number one weakness is his promos. Now, I love the fact that for the past 2 weeks, Braun Breaker has been putting a lot of effort into showing people that he can cut a promo. But at the end of the day, bro, just because you're pretending to be your Uncle Scott Steiner and you're screaming and you're taking your shirt off and you're moving like you're on steroids, that doesn't mean that you cut a good promo. Just because you're cursing and saying that you want to screw CM Punk's wife, that doesn't mean that you cut a good promo. That does not mean that you cut a good promo. And if Braun Breaker continues to steal Scott Steiner's identity, then just change your name to Braun Steiner. I'm cool with that. If your last name is Steiner, I'm cool with that. But last time I checked, your name is Braun Breaker. And you chose that name Braun Breaker because you wanted to create your own identity for yourself. So stop trying to be Scott Steiner, bro. Be yourself. Be yourself. Now, when it comes to the in-ring skills, I think Braun Breaker has the greatest spear in WWE history. Braun Breaker is really good in the ring. So, does he have the potential to be a superstar? Yes. He's in his 20s. He's only going to get better with his promos as time goes by. He has the potential, right? Now, let's talk about Obafemi. Obafemi made his main roster debut at Saturday Night Main Event. And from the moment that this guy walked out, you could see this guy is one of those wrestlers that's larger than life, man. He's tall, muscular, has presence, has aura. Theme song is good. Walks out doing his little 1-2 step dance to the ring, right? This dude has the potential to have a career similar to a Brock Lesnar, a Bobby Lashley, a Mark Henry, right? But the problem with that is do we trust that Triple H is going to do the right thing? Now, I did see Triple H compare Obafemi to Brock Lesnar, but that doesn't mean anything for me. Because last time I checked, when's the last time we seen Omos? Since Triple H took over the booking position from Vince McMahon, we haven't seen Omos since then. Omos was actually being used by Vince McMahon. Triple H came in and Triple H sent Omos to Japan to go get a wrestling match. And the funny thing is Omos is still signed by the WWE. He actually just signed a new deal this year. And we haven't seen him at all. This guy is 7'3" and weighs over 400 pounds, bro. And he doesn't wrestle. So what about Triple H's booking? Like, guys, I hate to do this, but there's a reason why we call him Triple K. I want you guys to name one black wrestler that's a man that Triple H books right. Because I noticed something weird about Triple H. He actually books the black women very well in the WWE. Like, look at what he's doing with Jade Cargill. He has Jade Cargill looking like a beast, just squashing people, right? Look, you can't give him credit for Bianca Belair because she already was around when Vince McMahon was still there. So you can't give him credit for that. But I loved what he did with Naomi. I think Naomi's heel turn was the best heel turn this year. And a lot of people don't give Naomi credit for that. Naomi's heel turn was better than John Cena's heel turn. A lot of people don't give credit for that. And I love what Triple H is doing with Lash Legend. Lash Legend just squashed Alexa Bliss last week, bro, on SmackDown, bro. Lash Legend is like the female Kane, bro. She's tall, she's dominant, she's very intimidating, right? Like, Triple H actually does a good job booking the black women in the WWE. But when it comes to the black men, oh boy. Oh boy. Like, look at what he did to R-Truth. He fired R-Truth. Then because the fans called him out for it, he brought him back, had R-Truth turn heel, just for Ron Killings to go back to R-Truth a month later. And now R-Truth is showing up talking about balls. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, look at what he's doing with the New Day. He had the New Day turn heel. They had the titles for like 2 weeks. They didn't even have any matches on any PLEs. They lost the titles. Look at what he did with the Street Profits. He had the Street Profits win the tag team titles. Didn't put them on any PLEs. They lost the titles after like a month. We haven't seen the Street Profits in weeks, right? We think that Montez Ford is the black guy. Not the black guy, but we think that Montez Ford is the hooded guy with the black mask on, but we don't know for sure. It could be Austin Theory, right? Some people are saying it's Austin Theory and Montez Ford. We don't know. So nothing about Triple H's booking should make you think that he's going to do the right thing with Obafemi. Carmelo Hayes was a star on NXT. Former NXT champion. He was one of the top draft picks in the WWE draft when he got drafted. Carmelo Hayes has been on the main roster for 2 years now. He hasn't won a single title. The only thing that Carmelo Hayes has done is won the Andre the Giant tournament. He hasn't won anything. So, Obafemi does have the potential of becoming a superstar. Trick Williams. Bro, Trick Williams literally has everything that you could think of to become a superstar in the WWE. He has charisma. He's great at cutting promos. He's funny. He has a great theme song. He gets a big crowd reaction. He's in shape. Dude is muscular. Like, he has everything that you would think of when you think of a good wrestler. But Trick Williams is already 31 years old, guys. And he's still on NXT. Why wasn't Trick Williams on the Saturday Night Main Event card? I thought this was about the future of the WWE. No disrespect to Lash Legend, but how did Lash Legend get moved up before Trick Williams? How? Trick Williams has had bro, Trick Williams is like the face of NXT. When you think of NXT, the first person that you think of is Trick Williams. That's a fact. Right? So it's over, guys. We have to be honest. It's over. The WWE that we grew up loving, it's done. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't even think firing Triple H at this point can save the WWE, because I just think that too much damage has been done. If I was the person that owned, if I was on the board of TKO, right, and I fired Triple H, I would have Shawn Michaels take over Triple H's position. And I would have either The Rock or, yeah, I'd probably ask The Rock if he could run NXT. If The Rock couldn't do it, I would have, I would have somebody, I don't know, Eric Bischoff, or it doesn't really matter, bro. NXT is development, man. You could hire you could bring back Jonathan Coachman to run NXT. It's not really a big deal. But it's over, man. It's over. It's unfortunate. It's sad. And I'm done. Like, I'm not watching Raw or SmackDown this week. I'm not planning on watching any more PLEs. Only thing I'm gonna do is watch AEW and TNA. That's it. And if you're somebody that wants to see Raw and SmackDown get better, you should do the same thing, because the only thing that TKO cares about is money. If they actually cared about the product, Triple H would have been fired months ago. When SmackDown viewership was under 1 million, they would have fired Triple H then. They don't care about the product. All they care about is money. As long as they keep making money off of ESPN, Netflix, Peacock, Channel USA, the merch, as long as you fans keep showing up to the arenas, nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to change. Even the fact that Triple H was booed by the entire arena, I don't even think that's enough to get this guy going. You have to hurt their pockets. So to anybody watching this video, if you want to get a better show, stop watching this garbage, man. There's plenty. Listen, and I understand if you like wrestling, support, bro. Watch AEW. You're going to get a better show. Watch TNA. You're going to get a better show. Stop watching Raw and SmackDown. Don't even watch NXT because NXT is a part of it. It's all. Don't even watch NXT. Watch AEW and TNA. And with that being said, man, it's your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV. Make sure y'all subscribe. Let me know what you guys think about the video. I'm out.
Stay Wavy signing out. Ride the tide, no doubt. From the rooftop glow to the neon cloud. You tapped in, so I gotta say love. Like, subscribe, keep the motion above. Until the next wave, we out. Peace.